December 19th around 2:30. Just Tony Peters giving you here another update on the environmental control and monitoring subsystem. So made a few changes. These two lines here are just for an external power supply, my DHT22 temperature and relative humidity sensor, and then the BMP280 I keep talking so much about, the Metro 328. And then I had here a relay driver I needed to install here. So I got my inputs and my outputs over here that allow me to use and control 12 volt brushless fans or any kind of anything that's over 5 volts essentially, so I don't burn out the board and so that I can provide the proper step up voltage required to operate some of these brushless fans. These are 12 volt brushless fans that I'm going to position in different areas around the black box because it can get pretty hot in there. So without further ado, I'll power this up and then you can kind of see exactly what I'm referring to in terms of the temperature thresholds. I set 25 degrees Celsius as my limit because that's the limit you don't want to go over for testing solar cells. So right now it should be less than 25C here at the workshop. Yeah, it's about 24.27 degrees. So this tiny sensor right here is something that I'm using at the base plate. I might actually turn it on prior to that, maybe 24.5, even 24, because you don't want the box getting too hot, exceeding that temperature threshold that's recommended for terrestrial PV applications. So what I'll do is I'll just heat it up with my hand, and it's almost immediate. A second it jumps over 25C, both fans are running pretty cool. And then as soon as I put it in front there, maybe for like a couple seconds, and maybe I'll maneuver it so that they're both right in front of it. It should turn off any second now. Yep, so turns right back off when it's needed. So this way it conserves power. It'll let you know if it's exceeding 25C, which is obviously the big point of terrestrial PV testing. So I want to make sure that I was in compliance with that for any kind of black box simulation. And as the name implies, for ECMS, the control aspect, using this valve driver really helps in being able to use some high-powered fans that are used for CPU cooling and things like that for even other lab equipment. So if you have any questions, please let me know. All right, bye.